Good morning and welcome back to Cityline. With me, I have someone that, gosh, I'd like to spend more time with, but I think everybody who meets him says that. I'm talking about the Executive Director of Tacoma Rescue Mission, the one, the only Duke Paulson. Hello, my friend. Oh, I love having you here. It's just every time I get to either interview or see you, it's good news. And we all need more good news.
Yeah.
We do. So let's check in with you. How are you doing during the pandemic?
You know, I feel like we're entering post-pandemic phase for us. So as one of those essential services that never stopped, kept serving people because there weren't other options, we're now at, we're mask optional and we're going back to functioning more traditionally, normally the way we have in the past.
Yes.
But just aware. I mean, the pandemic was this big slap in the face of the fragility of community and connections to community. And for people that are experiencing homelessness, the biggest reason is a severe, profound loss of that family or relationships that is your safety net.
Yeah.
And suddenly we all got to experience that a little bit, like, hey, this is the pandemic and we suddenly lose all these relationships. And so it's fun to be able to feel like, hey, the community is more open and we're coming back together serving people again.
Yeah. And so when we think about that great word serving, because you are the epitome of servant leadership and all the work that you do in this community has service in it. How many individuals does the mission serve on a daily basis?
So on our properties, because we have shelters for men, women, families, and then apartments and addiction recovery program, et cetera, we have between 500 and 600 people a day that we're serving in the rescue mission. And that's everything from children and newborns with their family to people in their 80s and 90s at times. So
Yeah,
it's crazy.
When you say it like that, when you said children and newborn, of course, my mind flashed pictures of babies, and then I went to older people, and it's like, boy, you cover the gambit. And because you see a wide breadth of the demographic of unhoused people, what trends are you currently seeing in Tacoma?
I would say, again, part of the pandemic effect was shelter in place.
Yeah.
And so for people that were experiencing homelessness, it was, hey, just stay where you are and stay safe. And our community's seen the repercussions of that, where people have camped and camping has gotten bigger and there's been less movement. And so we're seeing some of the repercussions of that. But now as things are opening up, we're starting to see some of those. I mean, it's people coming through our shelter system again. And our numbers of people that we're placing into jobs and into permanent housing are increasing as well. As the system is opening up. And so that's been really fun for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, I remember talking to you like, gosh, so we sheltered in place, it was March 3rd. And I remember talking to you about some of the meals you were serving. Then suddenly it seemed like it was November and it was time for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And you and I were having a conversation of you were like, how do we do this?
Yeah.
And yet you did it. And because of that, you're good at juggling all kinds of new stuff. So I have heard, rumor has it, that wonderful kitchen, which produces amazing food, is shut down. Tell us why.
Yeah, so our kitchen has been open for 21, almost 22 years.
Wow.
This summer. And 3 meals a day, every day of the year for 22 years takes its toll on our systems. And what really initiated was our freezer, which is our large freezer that we store all of our meat and donated products in, et cetera, was literally breaking down and not sealing. And so we had to replace it. And it's kind of like doing a remodel where you go, okay, well, if we're going to replace that, the adjacent fridge we probably should replace also because it's the same age and it's barely limping along. And we just made the decision, let's take this opportunity and replace the kitchen.
Nice.
And so we had a all call for the community to help support starting last fall. And we had donations come in to help us actually pay for replacing a brand new freezer and walk-in refrigerator. and then to replace key kitchen equipment. And once you start doing that, then the fire marshal says you need new fire suppression and you need new upgrade of your system. So we gutted our whole kitchen, and I think you guys might even have some photos of it. I don't know if we have that yet, but it's literally taken down to drywall studs, and for 2 months it's shut down. And the fantastic part of that has been, again, notifying the community, and we put it out on our social media, and then the newspaper picked it up and ran with it also. And we've had so much support from the community that this 2 months we're month one into 2 months of this being shut down, we're still serving 3 meals a day.
That was my question of how are you feeding people?
Yeah, so 800 plus people a day are still receiving food. Every dinner has been a warm, hot meal. We've had people prepare chicken noodle soup. We've had amazing partners come along. So we've had Fat Zach's Pizza and Chick-fil-A and Met Market and different church groups that have said, hey, we will be bringing food in to help you make sure that you're serving everyone. And we've just made it, again, like you said, pivoting.
That's it.
We're still serving meals to everyone that's coming to us. And we're so excited for next month when we will have this new kitchen come out, and it's going to increase our capacity to serve meals, have better volunteer space, better food prep space, better storage, and increasing our freezer capacity so we can partner better with other groups like EFN and Food in the Community to distribute food and store food. So we're really excited about what's going on.
Okay, I expect there to be a gold ribbon and lots of chocolate when you open up that kitchen.
And we can finally get people together.
That's
So
right,
we'll try to do something
absolutely.
like that.
Something else has happened simultaneously that makes me think that you are either brilliant or you're in a brain fog right now.
Yes.
And that is that you have another expansion happening outside of this kitchen.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we have 2 different things going on, actually. So the kitchen is phase 1 of ultimately we need to remodel our shelter. We realized with the pandemic, having socially acceptable distance and space and opening up our shelter to serve more people. Yeah. So we're going to be doing a remodel hopefully next year. We're partnering with the county and the city, and we just had the congressman and deputy mayor come through just this week looking at how they can support what we're doing. But we're also opening a thrift store.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I have heard this for years, and now it's really happening.
It is. So we are blessed to have people donate clothing to us from the community. And we give out lots of clothing to everyone that's in need. We give clothes out to, and so we have that in each of our locations, and people can come and get that support. But we have a surplus, and so now we're going to be able to sell that back to the community, and use the revenue generated from that to continue to support the mission and the way we help people.
Boy, this is genius. So in this last 2 minutes, how can people get involved, and also where should people drop off donations?
Yeah. So we accept clothing donations at the Holy Rosary School, which is close to our downtown campus and Pacific Avenue. And we'll be opening our new location at 2502 6th Avenue. So right by Legendary Donuts, and is an Indian food restaurant, an old Wedding Bells restaurant right next down there on 6th Avenue. So starting in July, we'll be accepting donations there and actually have the store open is our goal. So we are working on, right now we're just waiting for racking and hangers to get all set up so we can do this.
Oh, this is incredible. So when you think about that thrift store on 6th Avenue, it's the perfect thing that 6th Avenue needs right there. And you will be open in time for, I'm not sure if it's coming back, but I bet you it is, a 6th Avenue.
Arts on the Ave.
Arts on the Ave, yeah. And boy, that's going to be wonderful.
It's such a fun, vibrant, seeing how that's grown and evolved in the city. It's the heart of the city the last 10 years. And so we're really excited to be there. And the support, we're just looking forward to that. And people that want to donate clothing and gently used goods, please come, and they will be either given away to people in need or repurposed to help pay for all the other services we're doing, like our outreach and our education programs and our mental health programs, et cetera.
My fabulous producer, Lane, in my ear, just said that Art on the Ave is July 16th. So
Okay.
now we have announced an event that we hope is going to happen.
Yep, yep. And that will be open by then, so it'll kind of flow together. This should be fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. In this last minute, who do we need to thank?
You know, I am so appreciative. I've said this before, but the community of support, the volunteers, the people that donate the clothing, we have hundreds of people that have been preparing lunches and breakfasts and coming in. I couldn't even tell you the whole list, but if the people that are out there, you probably know someone who's donating, helping support what we're doing right now. It's been fantastic because without the community support, we wouldn't be able to serve all the meals and help the people we do. And so I'm so appreciative of that just in general, to having been a wonderful, loving community.
And I want to just say thank you to you and your whole team in every facility for continuing every day to show up. You are empty vessels, you let goodness move through you, and you stand in the solution. And I don't think there's a better thing that we can have in our area. So Duke, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Amanda. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
We have much more to come on Cityline. Don't go away. We'll be right back.